Welcome, Cancer, to your September 2021 reading. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Now remember, Cancer, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and let the rest go. Now, Cancer, I'm seeing a few things right off the bat when I'm looking at your reading. Now, you have a few emotional cards here, and another interesting thing about your reading is you have 3 threes. There's been a lot of synchronicities in many of the star signs, so this must be a collective kind of energy, but I will go into that in a little bit. Now, your energy for the month is the World, and this is quite a beautiful energy. And for me, while I was meditating on your reading, I was getting a few things coming through. Now, for some of you, I'm feeling like there is this end of an era here. Energy where you start out the month where something has completed, something is sort of over with successfully. But yeah, definitely what the World card does talk about is goals that have been achieved. And it's a card of maturation as well. So I feel like a lot of you have matured emotionally, mentally, just within yourselves. But for some, this I feel is related to your career as well. And this is a card of fulfillment in terms of something that you've been building or working on. It is a wonderful card of success. It's a card of having achieved the goals that you had set out to achieve. And it's, yeah, definitely accomplishment. You've accomplished something that you had set out to do within your career. Now, the World is an ending, but it's not necessarily one that has sadness there. It's a time that we need to be moving on to the next level in your personal life or in your career. Now, I do see a little bit of sadness there for some of you. I mean, you do have the 3 of Swords, and this card is talking about moments that fill you with sadness a little bit. So you will be... there is a bit of sadness there that you need to be working on in September, and something there that needs to be healed. I feel like you might have suffered a loss, or you're even still haunted by pain from the past here that's carrying forward into September, and it could have something to do with this completion, this ending. But, you know, the rest of your cards are quite uplifting. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, there is multiple 3s here. Now, I'm not a numerologist, but these kind of things really interest me. And for me, threes represent kind of growth and self-expression. And when you've got multiple 3s in a reading, it's almost like you're seeking to expand on many areas of your life. And you've got 3 of Swords. Swords are all about the mind, your thoughts, your ideas. The 3 of Cups are all about emotion and love. And the 3 of Pentacles are all about your work, your career, how you make your living. And so I feel like you are definitely thinking about expanding on all of these things in September. The way you think about things, your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, if you've had any ideas, you're wanting to expand on those. Love, you're wanting to increase that and spread that love throughout your family and your friends. And Pentacles, you're wanting to expand also on your career and your work. There's a strong need to create and to grow. And to grow into a stronger person as well. So this is a lot of the energy that is coming through for you in September, because, as I said, 3 out of the 4 threes are in your reading, so it's quite significant. Now, the 3 of Cups is such a beautiful card as well, and this is a card of celebration. It's a card of proclaiming love and happiness. It's a joyous event here, and so this really is and you know, it's right next to the Ace of Cups, so there's a lot of emotion and love here. You might even be celebrating some sort of anniversary, or just getting together and having a party with some close friends or relatives. This can talk about an engagement, a wedding, the birth of a child, a graduation, even getting promoted to a new job can have this kind of energy around it. But it is quite lovely. And what the 3 of Cups asks you to do is really do something that enchants that inner child. And Cancers, you can really get in touch with your inner child. You're one of those signs that still keep that childlike innocence within you. And so go out, have some fun, embrace the moment, and really go to an amusement park. Do something that makes your heart happy, makes it sing. Because I feel like, but you know what, I feel like you're going to be doing this to help heal this pain that is there in that 3 of Swords. Now, the Ace of Cups, wow, beautiful, beautiful energy. This often does talk about new love, warm emotions, and honest connections with others. It's right above the Queen of Cups there. So for some of you, you might be in a new relationship with a Scorpio. This is a general reading, so this can be any water sign. This can be Pisces, a Cancer like yourself, or a Scorpio. But this is just a card of warm emotions and honest connections with other people, your family, your friends. It's just beautiful, intimate love, and that's growing and expanding and spreading out. I mean, if you look at the imagery on this card, it's just like butterflies are just flying out of that cup, and it's just spreading around the world, you know, spreading everywhere. So I'm just feeling like it's quite intimate love, a lot of deep emotions here for you in September, a lot of passion. And for some of you, this is quite an intuitive card as well. So you're going to be in touch with your intuition. Now you move on to the 3 of Pentacles there, which I did touch on earlier. This is the card of building something, of teamwork. You're really doing some wonderful work, and it's right beside the 6 of Wands, which is a card of being held in high regard. You are going to be getting awards. You're going to be getting patted on the back here. You're doing a wonderful job. It's like you're riding into town to cheers and that kind of energy, which is usually the imagery on the 6 of Wands. But you are really just so beautifully succeeding, I feel like, and this definitely does have something to do with your work. Now we then move on to the 10 of Wands. Now the 10 of Wands is a card, again, it's a work card. This does talk about carrying a lot on your back You know, you are working really hard, and there is this warning here to be careful not to carry too much, not to be doing too much. But all tens are endings. So I feel like perhaps if you have been, you know, and if you have been doing a lot, it can be quite exhausting, and things in your workplace, although you've been working in a team and you've been doing quite well, you might be feeling like you are working a little bit too much and it's not leaving enough space for time and play. For fun and play, I should say. And it's interesting that the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups does talk about making sure that you do have enough time in your life for fun and play, and you need to create that. So the Ten of Wands is, I'm seeing you are really making some decisions where you are sort of saying, you know what, I do kind of want to step back a little bit and enjoy life a little bit more. I'm not wanting to break my back carrying a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work kind of stuff, or doing multiple jobs. The Ten of Wands is that card where you're kind of working, and then you're being a parent, and then you're you know, working in a lot of committees, and you're sort of spreading yourself very thin. So I feel like in September you're gonna successfully complete a lot of that stuff. You know, that World card is telling me a lot of things are coming to an end. This is that end of an era kind of energy here, and that is, it's okay. You've done an amazing job. That Six of Wands talks about you having you're victorious. You have made great strides in your journey here, and I feel like, yeah, now is the time for you, and for you to be spending a lot of energy on you. Now, also, just to jump back to that Six of Wands, this is also a card. Not only is it a card of you kind of being applauded and celebrated for that hard work that you've done within a team, this is some information that's headed your way that is going to make you so happy. And this is really, you might get an award, you might get promoted. You know, if you've been working on something that you're passionate about, you might get some news that it has been successful. It's, if you're doing something creative in your life, you are going to have achieved wonderful things creatively in any work that you are doing in that way. So that's wonderful news as well. But the end of that hard work and that spreading yourself too thin is really being focused in September. You are looking at that, and I feel like you are going to be making some changes yourself to end some of that burdensome feeling. Now, you've got the Queen of Cups. As I mentioned earlier, this is traditionally what I would read as a Scorpio card, but this is just a beautiful card of nurturing, and it's a card of not only deep emotion, but it's a card of taking care of yourself. And you know, you are a very caring soul, Cancer. That is just part of your nature. You are a water sign as well. So you are very good at nurturing and caring other people. But you must remember to nurture yourself just as much, you know. And I feel like there's a lot of emotion in this card. And there's something really significant going on in your relationships here, whether it's romantic relationships or platonic relationships. This is, you know, I do feel like there's new love here for some of you Cancers. Just the Ace of Cups being right above the Queen of Cups is a pretty strong message there. But also the Queen of Cups, and also the Ace of Cups, but more so the Queen of Cups is a card of profound psychic experiences here. And this is, your feelings and your intuition are very closely linked, and you are really asked to listen to your guidance, your inner guidance here in September. It's going to tell you what to do. And it's interesting, your final card there from the Gateway Oracle deck is stepping into stillness. Now, this is quite interesting because often stepping into stillness, what do we do when we meditate? We step into stillness and listen to those intuitive voices coming through. Now, the affirmation for this card is, my power is born in the majesty of silence. And the meaning of this card is, take a moment to enter into the silent, deep place within you. Be still. Let everything go and focus on what is truly important. Imagine spiraling down into the source of your essence. Breathe deeply. Allow your body to relax into the present moment, the here and now. The universe wants you to know, deep within you is an inner sanctuary. Having this inner peace, however, doesn't mean that there isn't chaos or disharmony around you. It means that no matter what is occurring in your life, you can observe it from a place of stillness. Surrender to the sweet energy of quietude. Avoid the temptation to embrace the drama and urgency of life. Affirm that you have all the time you need. Power is born in stillness, and your potential is dramatically expanded in the majesty of silence. That is so soothing, that message for you, Cancer. And I feel that this is quite very much linked with that Ten of Wands in a way, because you, and also that Three of Swords. So even if you do have a little bit of heartache still there, and you do have that burdensome feeling of just doing so much and being carrying so much, just take that time to step away and allow those intuitive messages that the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups in a way are talking about. Allow them to come through for you in September by stepping into stillness. So I hope that resonated with you, Cancer. Have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.